Welcome, this is your Option Monster Volatility Sonar Report. From the floor of the CBOE, I'm Jamie Tyrrell with Group 1. Well, yesterday we continued the big sell-off that had started last week, and a lot of reasons are emerging for the sell-off. You've seen the financials in particular getting pounded. Citi has gone down to $5, all the big banks are off significantly, and there's a lot of concern with the new president taking office and the $350 billion on the back end of the TARP package still to be distributed about how exactly that's going to go down, what caveats, what conditions are going to be made to distribute that money. And the uncertainty is really weighing on the banking sector and is really pushing up market volatility in general. So a couple weeks ago we were seeing mid-30s for VIX numbers, and now we moved up to the high 40s. One trade in particular illustrates the changing environment we're in. Last week, someone bought 20,000 February 55 calls. They paid $1.05 for those, and that was considered the upside then. 55 for a volatility level for the S&P 500. Today, someone sold the February upside call. They sold 20,000, same number of the 70s, but they sold those for 95 cents and 90 cents. 20,000, it was mostly crossed with upstairs trader. Some was done with the crowd. But last week you have the 55s trading $1.05. Now you have the 70s trading at almost that level. Now the 55s that were $1.05 yesterday have been trading between $2.50 and $3 today. So really a huge premium, really a big move to the upside over the last couple weeks with all the turmoil we've been seeing in the market. Those 70s traded 90 cents, 95, and that was a very big trade, but it wasn't even the biggest trade we've had today. Yesterday we talked about the butterflies, the March 50, 60, 70 butterfly. Someone who buys this fly is hoping the VIX settles between 50 and 70. If it settles 60, that fly is worth $10. If it settles 55 or 65, it's worth $5. And yesterday they bought 3,500 for 90 cents. Today they have bought 30,000. Now when you buy the fly, you're buying the wings, the 50s, the 70s, and you're selling 2 of the 60s. So each fly is 4 contracts. So that one trade of 30,000 was actually 120,000 contracts. That's more than the average daily volume in the VIX has been for months. So it's been a very active day. That March fly, that's 120,000 contracts right there. We had 20,000 on the Feb 70s that traded, and we've had an additional 40,000. So it's 180,000 contracts so far, and it's midday. This is probably our busiest day in at least the last 6 or 8 weeks. A lot of volume in the pit, a lot of activity. You have big trades come in like this, and people start positioning against them, and you see more smaller orders start to get generate. Volume kind of builds on itself. So we're hoping at least that these orders are going to create a lot more interest in the VIX, a lot of people wanting to either sell those butterflies, buy them, or buy something around it. We'll see how that develops. This is Jamie Tyrrell, Option Monster. Check back for more.
Any of you boys seen an aircraft carrier around here?